All right. Happy New Year. It's January 2nd. I hope everybody had a great New Year's and a good Christmas holiday. It's pretty quiet around here. So today I kind of want to talk about questions I would have. I did try to reach out to Candy Harrer. I left a few messages yesterday and beforehand. Most of them are yesterday. I went back today to add another question, and it was just through Facebook Messenger. However, now when I went to go leave another message for her, I'll show you what it says. So I'm not too sure if she's read them or if I don't think they were read because they weren't marked off blue. However, she did. I guess she must have blocked me. I guess that's what it would be. All right, so it was 18 hours ago that I left a few messages. So let me just show you those messages. I just kind of want to, there we go, share screen. So the messages I wanted to share were just these ones here. So yesterday I could send these and I had no problem. Now if you look down at the bottom, it does say this person is unavailable on Messenger. So I can't even send a message. So I'm assuming that she must have blocked me. I cannot look at her profile. When I do, it looks like this. It says content isn't available right now. So she must have seen that I was Messenger, but she didn't answer any of the messages. And the little check mark here isn't blue, so I don't know if she even seen them. I just thought it was kind of weird. So anyhow, my messages were just basically, hi Candy, I'm from Canada and I'm following your missing granddaughter's case. I was hoping that you could answer a couple of questions I had. And then I continued on and I said, number one, did you have a nap in your trailer when you came home from the doctor's and all the running around that day of June 15th? If so, do you recall the time you went for a nap? Number two was, how long were you and Candace at the grocery store for? Because they originally said 10 minutes. And then now I'm hearing 90 minutes that they were at the grocery store for an hour and a half. Now, I know when I go grocery shopping, I don't go for 90 minutes. That's a lot of shopping. So I don't know how to take that. That one. Anyhow, question 3. Was H in Summer left in the truck with the windows rolled up while you and Candace were in the grocery store? Number 4. Did H say something was wrong with Summer to you or Candace after leaving the grocery store? Did Summer die due to heat stroke? And Candace got scared because, and then I said, oops, sorry, I had sent the message too soon. CPS was already involved with the family. Question 5 was, did H do something to harm Summer? Question 6, which I forgot to put the 6 in. It says, do you think or feel that the SDA Church is more involved than in Summer's missing? And yes, I do have a very small, I told her, I said I do have a very small YouTube channel that I am not monetized, so I have not made a dime in Summer's case or any other case because I can't. Just fine. I'm not looking to make money off of a child's back. I just wanted to know the facts of that day that Summer went missing. I do believe in my heart of hearts that Summer is alive somewhere. And then I said, God bless. I hope he will reach out to me. And then, but none of them were read, but all of a sudden I'm blocked or I'm assuming I'm blocked because I can't see her content. So I don't know how she read the messages without having them being checked off. I don't know. I always thought they were checked off once they were read. I could be wrong. So I thought that was kind of odd this morning. But there we have it. Now, I have been doing a board, and I've got a couple of boards going around my house here. I'm going to tape them to the wall one day, and I'm going to try to figure out how to visibly show you. I don't know, because I don't have the, I can't use my phone to videotape or video onto YouTube yet. But I do have a couple boards. I do have a whiteboard that does have the timeline. And I'll also have another board here. And it just has, to me, basically, it's the players. The players of this drama of Summer Wells' case. And of course, we have the victim, which is Summer Wells. And then beside that, we have Mom. And under Mom, we have Candace. And to the other side of Summer, we have Dad. And then we have Dad's stepsister and one real sister. And then we have 3 brothers. And then we have friends of Candace's, which I have written down at some point in time. So we have Allie, Hunter, Jody Sue. Now I know I'm not sure if Jody's actual friend. I'm just going to call her an acquaintance because I don't think she refers to them as friends. And then we have Jenna. Now Jenna did, from what I understand, Jenna was reached out to Candace and got her talking. And then we have Sissy. I do believe that's her name. I don't know. Prayer Garden of America. We have her that reached out and tried to make content. And then, of course, we have Chase 423. And then we have Voices. These are all people that have had Don on their panel. And then we have, and there's more there. I didn't list them all or say them all, but there was quite a few people that have been on people's panels, like Don. And then we have Don's co-workers / friends. And then I have his boss. And then I have Dudley, the co-worker. And Sweetie Pilo came out with her interview last night on Dudley. And if you go to Sweetie Pilo, look it up, sub to her. She's really good. she had a great interview with Dudley and Dudley's wife, Linda, I think her name is, and found out a lot of information. Um, I'm more inclined to believe Dudley's version of events, um, only to the fact that Dudley has nothing to hide or to gain by this. Dawn has been talking negatively about Dudley and calling him a meth head and all that. I don't get that. I don't see that from the interview and stuff. I I I incline to believe Dudley over Dawn. Um, Dawn did say to Dudley something about having a dream of going to prison for the rest of his life due to the fact that he beat the living crap out of his kids. Um, wow, that was very disturbing, I'm going to say. So, I can't see chat. I'm not, I'm on the StreamYard chat, so I can't see the YouTube chat. But I'm going to say welcome to those who are just coming in. Um, Also on this board, I have church friends. So then we have Robin Lane. And speaking of Robin to me, wow, Robin to me, I've done a little bit of research on Robin, like a couple videos ago. Um, if you look at her interview with Chris McDonough and she's not a perfect woman, and none of us are perfect. I totally get that. I mean, but as a church, God-fearing or God-loving Christian who really doesn't know her beliefs, I find. Like, she seems that she has to run to somebody else to ask, to make sure that the answer she gives is correct, if that makes sense. Now, I did find on Robin's Facebook, I do have a couple pictures. I just have to look them up. But actually, if we just go to Robin's Facebook page, they will probably still be there. So give me a second and we'll just go hop on over. We're going to talk about Robin for a minute here. Okay, that's kind of creepy. Well, not creepy, but weird. Okay, let me just share my screen with you. All right, so this is Robin's Facebook page. Okay, so there we have her. There's a photo. I forget what it's called. Anyhow, there's a bunch of people on there kissing, whether it be New Year's or Christmas Day, whatever. And I don't know why she's showing. Did she get married on that day? I don't really know. she updated her photo there. And this here, she's asking people for money to help pay for Candace's teeth, from what I believe. All right, so I don't know who that is. So if we go over to Robin's photos, now there's some photos in here that I do not want to show because they're of her daughter, and her daughter really doesn't have anything to do with it. Sorry, I'm just trying to scroll on through. So I don't know if you guys know that Robin has, I don't know if she's got a yellow belt, black belt. Maybe I should have pulled these up before showing these all, because I do not want to harm her daughter by any means, because I mean, she's just an innocent child, right? So let me just stop sharing for a second while I scroll through. I did save some of them to my computer. I just want, oh, okay, here we go. So I do have this one on my, let me share my screen again. Okay, so this one here was taken, now, mind you, it was back in 2016, according to the date. But Robin with the gun. Why can't I was trying to read her shirt. Heal, inspire, something. So there's Robin with the gun. She's got, looks like she's at a shooting range. And apparently it is a 9mm gun. So Robin is no, sorry, I don't want to, let me just click out of that. Let's see if I can scroll and find the other ones that she was, sorry, it just takes a bit for it to load. Oh, excuse me. It's really cold here today. I went for a coffee and I'm up in it and I thought I was going to, well, I couldn't even get my window to go down. I had to open the door to the drive-through because it's cold here in Ontario. Anyhow, let me just stop that again. Come on. Facebook, don't do me now. These are just pictures of Robin and her newborn baby. So, I mean, which the daughter's older now, but I don't know if we really want to see all that. I'm trying to get to there was a couple shooting oh, faster. there was a couple of shooting pictures of her. So sorry. Should have had this more prepared. But that is life. All right. Bunch of baby showers. Robin looks like she likes the outdoor adventure, camping, hunting, nature. All right, so she has this photo. I don't know if I'm still sharing. It says, "Welcome to my home. The door you just kicked in was locked for your protection, not mine." And it's pictured with a gun. So this was back in 2014. Oh, that's kind of cool picture. Sorry, I just don't want to dox anybody's fishing. There's a picture of her with a rifle and a deer that either she had killed or somebody else had killed, but she had posed with it. All right. All right, so that's Robin. So just she does have some creepy vibes. Necessarily. So my main thing was say, okay, so my main objective today is basically questions that I had that I want answered. I mean, there's a lot of questions people want answered. And there's a lot of red flags. There's a lot of shady people in this case. But all in all, we will never be the ones to solve this. Unfortunately, we may steer in the right direction. But all we have right now is speculation. And the only facts that we do know, is that it was Grandma, Candy, Candace, and Summer, Hunter, possibly Dawn. Now, we know of the three, we know of the footprints. There was apparently 3 sets of on one property of prints and another set on another property. So two properties. One had three sets of footprints, like she had been picked up and put down. Um, we know that Dobbs, everybody's okay. So we know that Dobbs has been questioned, and he says that he has been cleared. However, when you hear Ronnie Lawson say everybody is still a potential suspect, um, okay, it's been 6 months, going on 7, and there has been no movement in the case that we as the public know. However, oh, I'm sorry, I'm really having really acid reflex right now. Sorry, guys. Um, however, everybody's still a suspect. So if you go, if someone went missing from that property, the suspects are the people that were on that property. If someone went off that property, down her driveway, down the road where um, a footprint was found, and people are saying that in the not the 911 call, because that hasn't been released, but in the other call, um, the lady says that she was last seen walking down Beach Creek Road around 7 p.m. Okay. So if she was, why was she walking down Beach Creek Road? Was she going towards the shed, um, which is on her property? But did she go down the driveway and around on the road to go to the shed? I just, I have questions. We all have questions, and we want them away. We want them answered. Um, did the boys actually tell Candace that Summer went downstairs? Because we don't know that. We're just hearing that. That's what we were told. Now, we can't talk to the boys because of their gag order, and I totally get that. They are minors. Um, however, I did hear a little tidbit. Um, whether it's true or not, I, I'm, I'm unsure, but it does kind of fall in line with what has been going on. And that little tidbit, and I do not have a name, but it's to do with one of the boys. Um, uh, that one of the boys is um, okay, I'm going to put it like this. I feel that all the children were sexually assaulted um, by someone in that immediate family. Apparently, one of the boys um, something happened in one of the homes that they were at. So, sorry, David, I'm just trying to read here. Let me read what you said. They will find Summer Wells, and whoever took her is only a matter of time. And each day, the FBI and TBI are closing in their so much to look at all these videos in town and on a road. Yeah, I agree. Just that I don't know what COVID-19 has to do with it, but okay. David, actually, I have a question for you, I think. Just give me a second. I have your name written down here for some reason. And let me just find that. That's weird. Where did I see your name? I seen your name somewhere on my pages. You kind of got me off track, David. There you are, David Cohen, accused. Oh, you were accused of taking Summer? Wow. That's what I have written down here. Whether it's you or another David, I'm not sure. Wow. Okay. I've had a lot of enemies or people calling me troll. Oh, people think I'm John Wills also. Oh, okay. I just have when taking notes. I was looking through my notes and I seen your name and then you come up. I just thought that was kind of odd, but you're more than welcome to stay. So now I've kind of lost track of where I was. Oh, the boys. So yes, I think one of the boys or the whole family. I think somebody. I don't know. But let me say this. If Don was staying, okay, so in October 2020, Don was charged. Okay. Now, was he told that he wasn't allowed to be at the home and around those kids? Why do they fear you? That more than likely Don and Candace can they fear me. All right. Let me just show that. One of the boys did say Summer was at the house. So we know she was alive and didn't die in the car. But someone wants to think us to think that. See, I thought maybe she had passed away of heat stroke at the grocery store. Due to the fact that Candace and Grandma were in the grocery store. Now, this is allegedly for 90 minutes. I mean, that's a pretty long grocery shop. For me, I have a family of 6. Well, now I don't. I mean, there's just the 3 of us in the house now. But even then, I wouldn't shop for that long. That's a lot of grocery shopping. An hour and a half. I mean, unless I can see if it was really busy or not. I don't know. So, David, do you think that Summer is alive? And many. See, now that's my thing. Hunter, according to Allie, her spit does not work with me. Like what she says come out of her mouth. I don't always, You know she's alive? Do you know where she's at, David? Is she in the Tennessee area? If Summer's alive, I hope she's safe. I hope that she is not being harmed. I hope that she's being taken care of the way any child should be taken care of. Um, not more than 100 miles. Well, 100 miles in either direction, that's a lot of miles, to cover. So do you think Don was staying at the houses that he was working on? Um, because him and Candace weren't getting along, maybe? I heard a rumor that they had split. No, it's, like I said, it's a rumor. But I heard that they were possibly separated before uh, Summer went missing. And that is why Don was staying at the houses that he was working on. Sorry, David. Like I said, there are a lot of videos to look at the close in on person who took her. See, and that's what there's so many variations to this case, and I'm trying to keep it to the key players of who was involved in Summer's life on a daily basis. And to me, that's Grandma, her mom, her dad, and her siblings. And if I possibly throw in the church members like Robin or David Dotson. Um, so, like when Dudley, if you were listening to Speedy Pilo's interview on uh, the co-worker Dudley, he also goes by Ray. The three men, Robin Lane, Jody Sue, and Grandis. You think Jody Sue's involved in her missing? I could possibly see Robin and Grandma. No, Robin Lane has been on. So has David Dotson. See, I agree with Robin. I mean, she comes off as a sweet, loving, caring Christian, and then you see the dark side of her. No, now more than likely she knows something. Yeah, I agree. I also thought it was kind of weird that I don't know how soon after, I'd have to look it up again, but Robin went on a vacation to Hawaii, I think it was, shortly after Summer's disappearance. Maybe Summer is somewhere down in Hawaii. I don't know. I mean, like, this is all just speculation. And until it is let loose from the police department, TBI, we're not going to know nothing until I think things are starting to crack down. Now, I did reach out to Grandis, for those people who are just coming in now. I sent her a few messages yesterday. I went back today to add another question because it was just questions I had. I did tell her that I was a YouTuber, that I was unmonetized. I'm a small channel, very small, non-existent. And I go back today to look, and she must have me blocked. So now it just shows my questions, but it doesn't show that they were looked at. But when I can't even look at her profile anymore. So I guess somehow I never added her as a friend. I did tell her right from the get-go, that I was a YouTuber and blah, blah, blah. Dave Dotson, if he took Summer Wells, he would have used his phone to get her out of there. I don't think Dotson has anything to do with it. I think he's left the church. Like, he's gone now. He's remarried to some childlike human. I don't know if you've seen the photo of his new wife, but she's very tiny in height and very petite. And she doesn't look, in the pictures I've seen, she looks very childlike. I mean, no, it's only one picture I've seen of her, so I don't know. Yes, she does look like a child, doesn't she? I agree. Oh, I gotta get that off. So, what about Timmy Ethron? He gives me the creeps. The way his sign language dance is. He don't matter. We all know the FBI is watching him anyway. Okay. What do you think? Like, do you think Timmy and his lighthouse actors, like, do you think that the vigils that they have for summer, with the especially the first couple ones that were like filmed with that crazy lady coming out, I think that was all to me, I think that's all like acting. And I don't know much about I think his name is Tim Mullins, the Sandman, the PR manager for the Wells. I don't know much about him. Yeah, I agree with that, David. David says you get more crazy people in that place than a nut house. Yes. Now, let me go back. So Tim Mullins, he is the PR manager for the Wells family. He also has a red slash burgundy truck, but I don't think it was the same. The same. Yeah, it's not the same, right? It's not the same model or whatever it's called. Thank you. Not the same model red truck. Thank you, David. Yeah, that's like totally gapped. Do you think Summer is now? I heard this last night. If Summer is passed on, and do you think that she is with buried with Rose, her aunt? Now, if this is costing a lot of money, and if this is all just to get fame and money for the Wells to make a movie out of them, like that money that they, if it ever does happen, should be paid back, especially for the search and rescue people that basically wasted their time. Because Dawn said right from the get-go that she was not there on the property. So if Candace did take Summer in the truck while the boys were down at the creek looking for her, and Candace said she went in their mom's truck to look for her, did she have Summer in the truck with her and then dropped her off and passed her off to somebody else? There are no big problems if Summer Wells was dead. Then David Dotson would burn her body, and he knows how to do it, and she would never have been found. But do you think David Dotson is that kind of person that would actually get rid of evidence in a murder case? Because that would put him as accessory after the fact, right? Oh, this case just drives me crazy. Okay. So if Summer was awake or alive when they arrived home from their day of running around and going to the Warriors Park, and they put away their groceries and they transplanted the flowers or cacti and they did laundry, did Summer go outside from the basement door to her swing? Yes, it was once his job. Yeah, I know it was his job at one time, but I don't. To him, just another body to take care of. True, I guess. But if he was found that he was involved, then he would be charged with accessory after the fact um, of a corpse. Like you know what I mean. I don't know. Okay. So what else do I have written down here? Mm, mm. Do you think Candace knew that Summer was being SA'd and that maybe um, she wanted, and that's why she cut or shaved her hair to make her look like a boy so that Dawn or whomever wouldn't touch her? Mug of tea. Hello, I'm from the UK. What is the simplest theory out there? I don't know. Mug of tea? There's lots of theories. The simplest theory would be that Dawn and Candace told her. But that all depends on what you believe, right? I don't know. Let me here. Sorry, guys. Do let me there. If anybody wants to come up, um, I think I dropped a link there for you. Um, yeah, I know the kids had lead lice. But I have 3 boys and 3 girls, and I'm going to tell you right now, yes, I shaved my boys' heads when they had lice, but never my daughters. Um, my one daughter had really long, thick hair, and my other 2 daughters had really thick hair, and my other daughter had really fine baby hair, so it was easy to go through. Um, but Don, let me read that. Sorry, David. Don wouldn't do that and take the risk. He know he'd go to jail for the rest of his life. So you don't think Don sexually assaulted any of the kids? I mean, there's rumors and innuendos that Don admitted it to his sisters or to his stepsisters that yeah, it does seem like a lawless community that they have their own laws there, and maybe they take things into their own hands. Um, and if that's the case, then you know. Now, in Dudley's interview, he said that the 11-year-old boy, which he could be mistaken on, it could have been the oldest boy, but we don't know what boy he was talking about. But he did say that that they smoked a joint, that Don and his son smoked a joint, and his son is under the age of 13. So, wow, what parent would allow that? And I also heard speculations and rumors, or whatever you want to call it, that the kids were allowed to drink alcohol or they had um, drunken alcohol. Not Summer, no way. He, no life scumbag, but he would never touch Summer because she reminded him of his mother. Ew. Okay. Think about this minute. Jody Sue said she had saw Summer come out of the shower. I know she was lying out of her ass. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that too. That Jody Sue said she's seen Summer come out of the shower with her dad, or something about yelling for a towel, and yeah. But I also heard last night on Sweetie Pilo. I hope I'm saying that right. Uh, in the interview, um, that the kids would come running out with no clothes on and just their dirty underwear or whatever. Yeah, I think if Summer was taken, I think she was taken off that property by somebody on that property and handed off to somebody else. Um, I did hear about adoption, and that I wish those people would come forward if that was true. That they were planning on adopting Summer, and that um, it didn't go through because, according to them, Don and Candace wanted more money. Mugs, what did you say here? I don't think anyone in Beach Creek can trust Ellie. Summer went missing. Do you think it's a property issue? Is this what this is over? Property, land? I mean, I've seen crazier shit. She also told the truth when she said that she saw a man and woman in a car waiting that day. Oh, I didn't hear that. I haven't listened to all of Jody Sue's videos, or just because I can't understand her sometimes. I know she's had surgery and stuff, so I mean it's hard. I wish she would just make a video of everything that she knows from. Oh, that was my knees cracking. I was hoping Summer would be found by now. Um, I just don't know which way to go anymore. Like, everybody's going against each other. You got this YouTubers going down to Tennessee to protest TBI, or that's not going to get us answers. I don't think they're not going to release what they have, because that's just going to hurt the case, right? So why waste your money and your donors' monies, because you're asking for money for people to go down to these trips and to do protesting and whatever. TBI is not going to tell you something different. One part from us knowing the truth about the land and Jody Sue wanting that part of Don's land. But I also heard that part of land that Dobbs bought, you can't even build on it because of the, I don't know, the grade of the land. Now, if you just wanted it for, like, I don't know what Jody Sue want. What would Jody Sue want with that land? Was she looking to build a cabin on it or something, maybe? Or she just didn't want outsiders in? No water. Oh, that's right, too. The creek didn't run on that side. Right? Is that right? He thought the creek was part of the property line. Property, I think. Hi. My daughter just woke up. I'm live, yes. That part you can't get any water from it, but then again, Jody Sue said that Dawn part she needed the water. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, this case gets more and more off track, I find. See, if that's what I thought. If Candace found out that someone was being essayed, as a mother, I would, I would leave my husband in charge of him, obviously, but she won't make up her mind. Yeah. And I don't know much about Jenna's story, but so you don't think Dawn? See, I think Dawn was home that day, though. Yes, it's driving me crazy, David. I just don't. You won't get it so easy, so I've got to go back to the facts. Back to the fact that are true. Yes. But the only facts we know, what facts do we know in this case? For true. For one, Summer's missing. The people that were on that property on that day, he was not home. The TBI and FBI would have him in jail by now. Well, he should be in jail by now anyhow for breach of probation and drinking and driving and having a loaded gun, but yet he's still out there doing his thing. But the one thing I'm glad that he is not talking on YouTube as much as he was. Who was last? Okay, so you say the boys. Okay, yes, the boys were on property. Was Jody Sue on the property that day? Now, if Candace is running around looking for Summer, then she don't know what Grandis did. So why would you think Grandis would? Grandis, eh? They say that she's the head honcho, but she was on road. And Candace talked to her. Yeah, Jody Sue was, yeah. Okay. Don't you wish you could travel back in time and see what really happened? I would love to have that power. All right. Okay, so who do we have now? So we got Jody Sue, Grandma, the boys. Okay, now, like I said, I have 6 children, and I don't think I would bring my child under the age of 13 on a TV interview. It was like, to me, it was like he was being punished. And Don having his hand on his shoulder, and like, this is like, it was like he was being put front and center for a reason. Like the boy was what's his name? Josie. That's the oldest one. It was like he was being put there for a reason. I don't know. It just frustrates me out of hell. Grandis is not going to tell Candace because she's afraid of Dawn, and she can keep her mouth shut. Yes, Grandis can keep her mouth shut. She hasn't really spoken out. Power and control. We're right, Naya Mug of Tea. Power and control. Now we know Grandma and Dawn don't get along. Now I can see Jody Sue teaming up with Grandma to take Summer, and Jody Sue handing Summer over to someone out there. Wouldn't it be kind of weird if that was true, what you just said, David? And that the people that have Summer have contacted the FBI and TBI, and this is all just to get all the I's and T's dotted and crossed so that they can throw the book at the parents. Don fucked over Jody Sue with the land deal. He said he'd sell the land to her, and he lied. Oh. So for Jody Sue, this is all over land. And that was the day before Summer went missing. Things that make you go, Um, I don't know where else. What about Prayer Garden of America and her chit chats? Or Chase 423. These are all distractions, right? Like you. Motive Jody Sue is all about the land and nothing more. She all about herself. Atheist. Okay. Okay. So, David, do you think that Dawn and Candace know? Dawn is trying to keep Summer name out there, and we'll be able to take and make himself look bad. Take to make himself look bad. Yeah, he's done that numerous times. And Candace doesn't want him talking. And then you have Grandma that doesn't talk out publicly, really. Dawn and Candace know nothing there. Fools. Wow. Um. No, you don't. Oh wow. I was just hoping that something would make sense and finally click and make sense, I mean, there's lots of theories out there. And if you really dig into and go down the rabbit hole like some creators have and are, like the church. Oh, I've looked into the church and 4 people from the church really. Uh, it's really working well. You don't see someone taking a. Oh. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, unless I'm trying to think of anything else to chit chat about with Summer's case that's not going to confuse me any further than I am. I mean, good Lord. Oh. Talk about what? Talk about mutiny facing, multi-facing. Talk about multi-facing. Well, you can start that conversation off, David, because I have no clue what that means. That's all right. I'm not a good speller either sometimes. I just want Summer's case to be come to a close. Multi-tracing? Yeah. Like the last search they did there in October or wherever it was, November, in the fall search when all the leaves were down, they searched what? A mile? There was a certain specific area, I guess, where the footprints were found. That's the area that they were searching for her. Multitasking. Yeah, multitasking. I can't do that some days. I've uh, well, I don't know what else to come up with or say or without I just pray that Summer is found. And my wish for her is that she is safe. And that the boys can get the therapy, and Summer, the therapy that they need to come through this and lead lead a healthy and happy, productive life um, without these parents being in their lives, so to speak. They deserve better, I think. And Don and Candace need to clean up their act. Yeah, it is all about time. And you hear about people 12 years later being found after being kidnapped or whatever. You know, there was oh, what was her name? Allen was her last name. Oh, I can't think of her last name. No, another of the boys, and that's the way it should be. Uh, Mugger T says, anyway, let us all hope Summer is found and LE no more about no more than since they started. Oh yes, true. And I'm not going to release any information to us and harm the case. I mean, that's to be expected. I mean, come on. I think a lot of us are just frustrated um, that they aren't saying more. And I can understand that they're not saying more, uh, being the TBI, LE, FBI, um, because they're building a case. And I, for one, do not want to hinder that at any means. You know, did I don't know. I haven't heard any the bones that were found on Christmas Day. Did anybody hear back about those? I haven't. I haven't heard back if they were adult, child, dog, um, what. So I don't know. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys joining me today. It was nice to have a conversation with you, David and Mugga T. Thank you for joining. Um, and I hope to do this again, maybe with some more clarification and more answers would be nice. All right, guys, stay safe, and I will talk to you soon. David says, if some good person has her and hands her back to the police, they wouldn't go hard on them because this person only has. Thanks, Mugga T. I appreciate it. And thank you, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in a couple days, hopefully. Or talk to you in a couple days. All right. Take care. Love yous. Bye. Gotta get it. There we go.